Do a mic check. Mic check. Check, check.
Check, check. Check. What?
Turn on. Check, check. Right, we're ready to go live? Hello everybody. Now, today we've come somewhere a little bit different. We are at the mighty Drayton Reservoir, which if you're a carp angler, you definitely know what this place is. And if you don't, well then, welcome to the video. I brought an apprentice along with me today. We're going to walk around, just do what we normally do. Just look for things that stick out, check for safety systems in place, how many bins are here. And the person that runs this place, Angie.
Hello everybody.
She does a good job of this place anyway. You know Angie. Angie.
It's Angie here from Drayton Reservoir.
This Angie.
Good afternoon everybody, it's Angie here from Drayton Reservoir.
You know, that Angie. The very famous Angie from
Drayton Reservoir.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a walk around place. We're going to do a full circle of it, because what a lot of people don't realise is they come here for a day's fishing or a few days and they'll just stick to a few favourite pegs at a time. Sometimes you might venture out and go somewhere else, but nobody actually gets to see a full circle of a venue unless they actually come and they're not fishing. So we're coming today to show you what exactly is around Drayton Reservoir, what all the pegs look like and the access, and just give you all a very clear view on what Drayton Reservoir has to offer. You ready?
Yeah.
Right, let's go. Right, so starting off on down wall, we are at peg 56 on the stages here. So this down wall goes all the way around that way, and then it goes all the way down to this point here, and you can walk around that way. And I know this because I fished here lots, years and years ago. And there did used to be a boat out in middle. Ah, it's over there, look. So, boat out there in middle. I actually do think it used to be a bit further out. And as always, nice big cormorant sat on it over there. So, we'll go and do a lap of the place and go and have a look and show you all exactly what Drayton Reservoir is all about. This is down wall. So we used to cast out our Pringles tubes on here just to make sure we didn't get tangled up. We used to fish 13-foot zigs on Daiwa tournament rods, fishing marshmallows. We used to catch loads of carp here. I think over time, all stages have had a bit of repair done as well. You can see new slats on them. Angie does an amazing job walking around this place every day looking after it. So we're going to walk around and just see how well she keeps it for you all. So parking here at Drayton, a lot of these parking spaces, parking diagonal like that. It's a one-way system in and a one-way out. So you can come in this way. If you park at an angle like that, it means you can reverse out and go to exit. So perfect if you ask me. What you found?
That.
Oh, it's like a locking turning wheel for something, I think. I don't know.
I got magpie eyes now.
I'll keep hold of it. It's like a bit of a locking thing that for like a buzz bar or something, but it's thanks to Holly anyway if it's yours. No parking beyond this point, no unauthorised swimming. So wherever there's a yellow line, no parking here. But there's plenty of parking all the way down this damn wall. If you looked at it on Google Maps, it's just full of spaces all the way down. So absolutely amazing. There's a chap here, I think he's in his van with all his kit, and that's this van here. But he's got his pod out, landing net, and I think he'll probably run towards his peg with his cradle if he needs to, should he catch any fish. But access to pegs, it's just a matter of stepping over this little wall here, and then down. You've got to step just about on every single peg. They've always been there, and then a couple of stage stands over there. So if you've got a pod or you're fishing with buzz bars, you can just clamp them in as normal on there as well. Go on, Ollie, gears at a test out for us.
Okay, safe if you jump.
Safe if you jump?
Yeah.
Good, that's all we want. And then steps, a bit like Boddington. This is a bit like what Artill's going to look like, but without a bit of railing behind, and it won't water level drops. You can actually follow it down with water level and fish that bit further down, I think. So nice to know. Some big logs there. So all round place, especially at back, there's some really big trees, so anything like that would be quite normal in here. Not looking very offensive so far. We've seen odd wrapper in edge down at bottom, but you know, it wouldn't be War and Peace just walking down picking that up. But looking really nice. Two swans on water there. That big cormorant on that boat over there, look. But so far so good. Bad cast that for him. That bit of a big piece of big fence panel there, I think, blown in. Again, you've got to think of how dangerous. Well, actually, I think that's one a bit at boards. Actually, it's got a bit of netting on it. You've got to think of how dangerous it is to get something like that out as well. So, again, it's not anything that's screaming out as a massive danger. It's a big old place, Drayton. Now, walking around, we've just spotted that. And I ain't got a net with me, but hopefully it'll drift in. And if we can get it, we'll take it home, mate. Let's see if we can get it out. We'll see if we can rescue it with this bit of stick that I've found. Might be a challenge, but we'll see if we can get it with this. So, one fox spawn retrieved. Does it work? It works. Quite a good design that, because it floated. I borrowed this stick from next at Portaloo, so I'll put it back as well. Toilets as well. Emergency throw line. Anything with safety rings or throw lines or anything like that, I'm a massive fan of, because there's just not enough places around the UK that have got safety systems in place like that. Portaloo, there's a bunch of them up that end as well, so if you need a toilet in your ear, there's plenty of access for going to the toilet as well. So you must be able to walk away around, because this chap and a few others have actually walked away around this path here. And yeah, we've got a lot of gear with him to say he's come from that side, and as you can see over there, there's loads and loads of bivvies, so hopefully we'll have a walk past them. We'll be able to see how they're set up over there without getting in the faces. Nice big outlet here. Big grid in front of it, stopping all big stuff from going down and clogging all outlet up. Bit of a boat ramp there, look. So easy access for any emergency services getting in and getting a boat in if they need to. Strictly anglers only past this point. We're fisher anglers, aren't we? Yeah. Fishermen and women's. Come on then, let's go this way. Bit of a notice board here. Please do not feed the birds. Feeding the birds brings unwanted pests to the area, so not a bad sign to have. I'm a massive fan of feeding ducks wherever I can, but if there's a sign saying not to, then I'm all for it. Bit of an umbrella pole down here that's broken, so I'm guessing all this has been raked out from the outlet to give a bit of relief at water getting out. Right, we're going to walk around this path now, and then up past the boards that way and make our way around. Right, please do not feed the birds. So, signs pretty much everywhere around here saying don't do that. Drayton Reservoir, anglers and sailing club members only beyond this point. So, we're both anglers, let's make our way around. Rugby and Daventry Sailing Club, so we're going to go out back here now, we're just going to follow the path. Some floating sort of board things here on some barrels. Good job you've got your wellies on. I've come in Nikes, as my nana would call them. Oh, a bit of a fishing rod there, look. We'll leave that, because that looks like it's probably been left there for a reason, but is that a full? What's at the end of that? Like a full half a rod, that. If anyone's lost one, it's probably been pulled out. It's there anyway. Right, sailing club. Looks like a sailing club to me. Old chairs there, ready for tip. Benches, had some new tops on. All this stuff here. That bit out there. Yeah, pretty straightforward, isn't it? Sailing club. This must be all their stuff. I'm guessing it's summer all this gets cut back and this is what they use all the time. Right, mate, do us a favour. Just be careful. Stick to the grass bit, look. Try not to walk on these boards. I know they should be alright, but
Yeah, they could sink straight into the water.
Exactly. Brake discs. Oh, mate, I've thought I'll not put wellies on because I'm going to Drayton and definitely need wellies.
You tell me I wouldn't need wellies.
Made it. So now we are on the famous boards. I'm going to tell you a fact about this, right? Behind here, and in this bit here, you can actually see fish in summer. When I used to come years ago, you could see fish behind here. Try and stay right and close into the middle of the path when you're walking. We've got these boats here, all lined up. Bit similar to Artil or any sailing club really. Just ready for, you know, people mooring them here.
I swear that black and orange thing is part of
It's a float, that, mate.
Is it?
Yeah, a little float. All tackle and stuff that breaks off, it'll all end up drifting into here, so.
Yeah, I found something else.
Yeah, loads of stuff. Loads of stuff in there, mate. There'll be loads of bits of tackle in there. But because this is like a big reservoir that's fed in by water every day, and it fluctuates with rain, you'll get lots of rubbish in here that's not even from here. It will come from somewhere else. So you've got to remember, every crisp packet we see, it's not forced to be someone that's just chucked it at places like Drayton. Oh, there's a dead fish under there, look. Oh, oh, poor fishy. He might just be asleep. He might just be asleep. Right, so we're just coming up towards end at boards. This is where up bivvies start here, so this is where up pegs are. Can't fish any of this for obvious reasons. Absolute snag nightmare. That big board we saw over there, interfence panel, closer inspection, all these are actually floating, and these is what they bring the boats onto, and they put them on there. So one's obviously just come loose because it's probably not got a boat on it. Might be from that gap there, look, and it's just drifted off, so I don't know. Attach it to the back of a boat, tow it back. What is it, 10-minute job? Actually, so all these, they aren't just floating, look, that's just me being presumptuous. These metal poles here look like scaffolding underwater, and they rest on them. Which is quite a good idea, that, if you ask me. Right, let's go up here. Don't want to get in any of these anglers' faces up here, so I'll just probably have conversations where I can, and if I can record anyone saying they've had a good day, then I will do. I say stick to the back. I reckon they've made a space at the back so we can walk behind, say walking in front of all their stuff. Well, this is front boards here. This is these guys as pods, and then you've got all this open space there, and that's all down wall that we've just come down, where we've parked there. So we'll walk up this way. Alright, barbecue set up here. Let's go a bit further up. Yeah, we should be alright, mate, yeah. No, just come for a walk round. I used to fish here years ago.
Some young lads, I was up in Maysbury, and I'd had a few during the night.
Yeah, see what that means? 6 pairs of 2.
Alright, easy maths. So they must provide these, so you can screw them in to the floor probably, and then you can attach like your bivvy harnesses onto them and what have you, so that's a good idea. I've noticed there's like quite a few piles on them as we go up.
We might keep it here because people might have left them, and if someone else comes with their baby and forgets them, there's always going to be extras.
There is. It's a good idea. There's one there looking for. We'll leave them in though, because they've obviously put them there to stop people from destroying decking, because this stuff, it's not cheap, you know. You know, one of these pieces of wood, about 15 quid. I know, it's like a McDonald's. There's a pile on them here, look. So that's good how they provide these. I don't imagine them, I know, I don't imagine those costing a lot either, so that's quite good how they provide them. Right, we're going to go up this way. Just spoke to a carp angler down here. He doesn't think you can get all the way around up here, and if you can't, we're going to walk back. Well, that's one of the reasons why we're doing the video, to show you all what you can and can't get to. I know, there's loads of piles of them. Right, let's go up here and have a look. So further down that way, we just spoke to this chap here on end. Further down, past him, that first bivvy, there's probably 5 or 6 bivvies after that. Now I didn't want to talk to him because there's a massive language barrier. They're all talking in a different language. But it's not, they're all wearing team clothing and flags on the shirts and everything, and it looks like the Romanian or a Romanian team that have come over fishing for carp. So that's quite interesting. I didn't want to start a conversation because I don't know an ounce of Romanian if they don't know any English. So it's quite interesting that a big place like this will attract a massive fan base of anglers like that, especially if they've travelled over from Romania. Right, so now we have just come past these chaps here at Last Anglers on this stretch, and all down here you've got water all at back of all these staging decking pegs, and all right back here it's just houses and gardens. And water goes right back into tree line here. In front, that's the point over there, what we used to know as beach, because there was never any water in it all them years. We used to fish on sand down here, and now we're coming up into it, sort of neck at reservoir, and we're going to see if up here you can actually walk all the way around or not. And if you can't, we're just going to show you. Oh, right, put it back on the floor. Holly's found a pound on the floor. So we found a, have you got that rocket? Yeah, so we found a spom, she's found a quid, found a pound. It was worth coming all these miles already. I know, and then all in back of here, it's all like, there's bits of rubbish and litter and what have you, but it's one of them, it could have come from that way, but anything that's in here, it's not solely that anglers have just thrown it in and they've just been like negligent. It's a reservoir, it fluctuates with water level, rubbish comes in from all different angles. Oh yeah, sign there. Like that, look, bit of a beer bottle on the floor, but nothing too sinister. Really nice place, water quality looks absolutely immaculate as well, so if you're coming up here for some decent water quality and to get some decent fishing done, you're definitely chucking in some great water. Right, and there's some tubes on here, look, and again these stands, you just put your buzz bar in, wind it in and clamp it in, and that's the same up front of every stage and all the way down as well. I know of these being here years and years and years, and although they're quite slippy, which decking is when it gets wet, it's not because it's Drayton, it's kept in great condition for years and years, and you can tell that there's only one or two, like this red one here, look, there's only one or two bits that have ever been replaced, and I'm sure it's the same decking that's been down since like week one, day one. No, I've just worked it out. That is red. It's not because it's new. That is red because I bet you're allowed to fish that way. So you've got a path for people to walk behind you. That makes more sense. And if I'm wrong, then the same bit of decking has needed replacing on every single platform, which is just mental. So I'm guessing anglers, you can't go past this point if you've got your bivvy and everything, and this is your path, because this is where we've been walking all the way up, so that makes more sense. And the big question that everybody is wanting to know, can you walk all the way around Drayton Reservoir? No, you can't. I dare say there are times when water level were that low, and it will probably just here, you could drop down, because you could fish at bottom at decking, you could drop down and probably walk over there in that way. Would you need to? Probably not, but this is the top end. Loads of colour in water up here. I mean, it's absolutely, compared to down there, it's an absolute cloud fest here. It's really, really dull water here, and I dare say that there is an absolute fish magnet. It's a lot shallower up this end, I do know that from fishing here years and years ago. You've got water that goes all the way back into these bushes here behind this peg, and yeah, this peg, it ends here, and you can't go any further. Nice big house over there, and all this tree line here, so spawning wise, fish have got a really safe haven over there to spawn. What you found?
Don't think it's line.
Oh, I'll tell you what that is.
Huh?
That's bait floss.
Is it?
That's what carp anglers use to tie the bait on. Yeah, it's not too serious that, mate. It's quite a clean venue, to be fair. On these pegs, there's not a lot of litter discarded everywhere. There's bits and bobs, but as soon as something blows over there, you've got no chance. And safety wise, you're not going to go and fetch it. These are all on offer on every peg. I've seen that Angie or whoever's left bags on them everywhere, so you can anchor your bivvy down safely. You've got something to tie your pod to if you need to, because these can be quite slippy. I dare say in winter when they dry out, they're lovely. So what we're going to do now, pal, is, let's just tidy it up now, look. Tidying up for your Ange. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to walk all the way back down, all the way back to where we came, across down wall. We're going to come all the way up over there to these pegs here and look over this way and give everybody a good clear view of what's all down that side. I know there's two. We can't feed them, not allowed. Not allowed to feed birds or ducks.
I want to feed them.
No, we can't feed them, mate. Right, we're going to make his way back down this way. Try not to get in anyone's way. And yeah, that's this end of Drayton Reservoir. Nice big platform. Be nice and quiet up here in summer. Be lovely for you. Safety measure wise, see little grids like this. That tells me that's there because it wouldn't be a massive jump from here over there if you've got an angler that wants to go to the toilet. Let's say he slips and he falls in, you know, there might be 6 foot of water there with all them logs and you've had it. So we've actually put this in place to try and stop anyone from wanting to make that journey over. So that's a good bit of safety that they've put in place there. A little bit of a hole forming there. I've got size 13s, so not a small hole, but definitely not something to be ignored. But probably a bit of spray paint around it. No, don't cover it up, bloody hell. Yeah, but I don't know, ring of spray paint around it, and I think it's only, no, for what it is, it's just 2 extra pieces of these anyway, so won't be war and peace fixing that.
It's about the same size as my foot.
It is, so it's a holly foot, that's how big it is. Bit of line. It's only a little bit anyway, ends there, other ends in your finger, it's only a bit. Wrap it up round your finger and keep hold of it, and we'll put it in the bin when we get up there. Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Someone's lost one of these. Must be recent because it's still wet. Let's find.
It's got a sweet corn.
Is this your bivvy? No. Well, I'm walking over to you now and I've just found that on the floor behind it, so I don't know if it's yours or not. But yeah, it's still wet, so I thought it might have just dropped off. You alright? I think it's a piece of fake corn, that. Yeah, keep hold. Right, so that's all that section there. So all bivvies and all pegs that you can fish on from this part onwards. All this part here you can't fish. So we've shown you all that bit up there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk back down to the dam wall. We're going to cross all the way over there, and then we're going to go up that side onto the point over there. And there's like a bit of a bridge, you know, Holly. It's a bit like this, and it goes from that bit to that bit over there. So we'll get to walk over that as well.
I like bridges.
And yeah. So this bit here, it's just next to where boats are. Quite a big bit of water behind here. Now you can't fish it anyway, but probably always good to keep a look at if you're walking up here in summer for any fish, because there's quite a lot of water going down there. I bet it's a 6 foot drop there of water. And you've got a footpath behind here with all these, I think they're flats and houses, some of them. So we'll keep walking around here, but just nice to note that there's a lot more to fishing. There's a lot more to Drayton than just fishing down here, so it'd be nice to keep your eye out for any fish, especially in this bit here, because this is really deep as well. It's just covered by branches and brambles and what have you. A big fish is just topped there, just next to this board here. And as always, it's happened as soon as I've put camera away. So I thought I'd just have a couple of minutes just seeing if it will come back up again. But come up twice, did a massive somersault and then come back up and really rolled over there. So at least there's fish showing. It's a nice 14 degrees here today at Drayton. And it is the 18th of February, so not a bad bit of temperature. Right, make my way back over here. Oh, another one's just come up there. I just missed it. I was just about to say, I'll keep pointing there. Not going to bother. There, one's just come out there, big one. There's loads topping in this corner. I was just about to say, I'm not going to bother walking up here because I'm not affiliated with Sailing Club. I'm not fishing, so I'm just going to stay away from that. So whilst I've got it on video, just if you shouldn't be on there, don't be on there. But managed to catch them two. They were 2 different fish then, they were. Oh, another one over there, look. Did you see that one right over there then? There's loads topping here in this corner. Hang on a sec. See if I can get another one. There, look, I got that one then.
I only just managed to see.
That's 5 so far. Oh, we come back up again then him. Right, I think that's it for somersaulting fish.
Ben, this is not safe. Don't step on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that piece of hammer bead. Step on this.
Another one topping. I know, it's what they put boats on, mate, that. So if you do walk round here, stick right to this closest bit here. There's a bit of concrete here, look, but stay off walking on that stuff. If you get your barrow on there with a bit of confidence, thinking it's part of the walkway, you'll be gone. It's just because there's a bit more water in than usual. You can't really see path, but stay right away from that. Right, let's go out of the way. So here, warning blue-green algae health hazard, so warning sign about that. Obviously danger, no swimming sign. They're pretty much all over the place on here, so you don't need to be reminded that you can't swim in here. I don't know if there's an active swimming club on here, but from what I've seen so far, it's only a sailing club, unlike Artil, like it has a swimming club as well. Just back onto outlet now. Strictly anglers only past this point. I think this here is probably for Canal and River staff maybe, because this gate was shut and locked when we pulled up, and now it's undone. So maybe it's a favoured parking spot or Angie, who knows. Put some cars in there. Now I'm just going to go to the toilet because I'm dying for a pedal. No through route. What does that mean? No bikes and no cars, so you can't drive in this way. You can only drive in from the way we come, yeah? So no one's getting stuck coming out. Yeah, right.
So follow them rules.
Mean it for a wee.
Yeah,
What number's that? First one? Yeah. Quite a similar story all over. I've just walked all the way up and not many are having any.
Nah.
No. Oh, very nice. Right, come on, go a bit further up. Not getting these guys' way. Right, so we've just come back down to the car, just get a drink and a couple of biscuits. Now we're going to walk round this side of the reservoir and just get your rolling eyes on what the pegs look like, the layout, what to expect, and just get right up to that far point as well and just show you just how far you can get. And so far, the place is stunning. Not a litter problem. We found a couple of leads and a bit of line lying about, but we've given them to anglers we've seen. We found a spom as well, a fox one, and we've put that in car. We can give that away on YouTube or something. But so far, the place is absolutely immaculate. So Ange, if you see this, you're doing awesome, duck. Right, let's get walking. What's that?
Screw.
Oh, a screw? I can pop my tyre on that. Tell you what though, that's a top pocket find, that. I'll keep that one. So down this end, we've parked up that way. You've got a bit of parking down here. Then you've got these bits here and big vans here. They're definitely fishing because there's tackle in them, but these will be people on the days off, these using vans to come down, but might even be Team Romania if they've travelled over in them. It's just a pop up that, mate, don't worry about that. This one's got big steps going down to it. Stage stands again on end of peg there for your buzz bars and everything to clamp on, so loads and loads of accessibility here. Oh, I've just seen a big fish over here, dead end. Let's go and have a look, come back up here. I know, what size of him. He's gone, mate, I think him. For anybody thinking that's a huge loss, that's also a very, very big fish. So still got some movement in his fins, and that's not him moving, but it must have only recently passed, because otherwise he'd have been really stiff by now. But quite a big fish in, mate, isn't he? But it is normal, fish die, like, you know, like most things do, like guinea pigs when they died, when they were brown bred. It's just sad to see that, but that's nature, I'm afraid, guys. That's just what we have to deal with. And no way down here. Welcome to Drayton. Fish welfare is important. Mats must be used, so no excuses if you've not got a mat. Even if it's a 3-hour drive back home, get home and get one. Or support your local tackle shops. I'm sure there's a tackle shop around here that sells them. Get yourself off and buy one. 2 more portaloos, another throw line, bin. Bailiff car parking. So bailiff parking, this will be where Angie and any designated bailiffs will park. And then this bit is the path that then starts to take you up this way, and then we'll make us way around that part. But we aren't getting any anglers' faces. I'm going to walk up, go past. If I can have a chat with a few and see if they're catching it, I will do, but I don't like to shove a camera in the face. And this corner at Res, all down here, is just everybody's chum mixes. That's where someone's chucked some bait in. But you can see all oil slick there. That's all these guys that are spodding all the baits out. You can see flat spots in Waterlook where spods at water and oil slick. It doesn't let the wind affect the surface that much, so that drifts down this way, and it's all just made its way into this corner. So I dare say in summer this will be a hot spot for chucking any bait in. I was going to say bread, then you can't feed ducks, so probably not. Right, behind this entrance here, got people's houses there, so you know, I dare say you're pretty safe at night. A lot of these have got cameras outside and everything, so strictly anglers only past this point. Bit of a notice board there. We are anglers, and I guess this bit here, look, they can shut this at night when anglers are night fishing. Right, let's go around this way. Do me a favour here, you keep that side and I'll walk this way. First peg on this side is peg 64, and you can tell with that it does not get used a lot. So be very careful if you get on here. Might be a bit. Oh, actually, oh no, it's quite grippy stuff. That. No, you're all right. So these pegs here, that's peg 60 something. That's 70. This is 69. Just been chatting to a bloke there. He's had a couple zigs thing to be on at minute over here. Got an angler here on that peg. So we're going to have a walk up that way. But this is view from this angle and down wall over there. Quite a nice place to be sat here. So we'll go for a bit further up and have a look. Another sign here, Ollie's just found. Caution, at certain times these boards can be slippery, please take care. So if we slip now, we can't get anyone in trouble because we've already been told, we've just been told off. These pegs, I dare not stand on them, but I mean this, I think obviously going to be solid, otherwise it won't be there, but these boards have got some flexing. These have been here a long time, these have, mate. Proper long time. Over back here, people's houses. We've obviously got some space at back here for bivvies and what have you. So you can night fish it, because I was just talking to a chap on this side and he's been night fishing it, so you obviously can night fish it. Another area here, that one's a bit broken, but it's, you know, a bit of access to get over there with your bivvy. And these pegs, 74, 75, and these big tree stumps here. A long time ago, this used to all be banking here. Water level's just eating away at all these roots here, looking. Now it's just a big mound of soil and sort of earth on top of them tree roots there, but nice big bit of water down here as well. These pegs are a bit submerged, but I'm pretty confident they're solid, otherwise they'd be closed off. I can't stress it enough, just please be careful walking on here if you do come up, because it is a bit slippy. Just try and stick to the middle if you can. What's that, 75? This is probably 76. Nice big area here for a bivvy. Couple of bivvies here, in fact, if you bring in a couple of pals, you can share a nice couple of pegs between you here. So definitely loads of room to accommodate anglers here. I mean, I've seen it before, I do know this, it's just I've not been for a long time, so it's just nice to get a fresh set of eyes on place. But we'll have a walk round up to this corner and then up this way. Just going to stand on this peg just while we let these chaps come past with barrows, because they're going to come past us. And it's a bit wobbly, mate, just don't jump on it whatever you do, because I ain't got a towel. So if you are walking on with your tackle as well, like them chaps there have just walked past, we've had to get up peg out of their way. Last thing you want to do is to try and start squeezing around each other, because if you slip and go in, then you've had it. But
say like if they were about to come past and you were here, you would have to turn round, or if there weren't a peg, you would have to either come as close to the edge as you can but not fall in, or carry on walking.
I know, just try and keep it middle. But yeah, good bit of advice, that, can't argue with that. This bit, last time I come, all this here, yeah, all this, there were no water there. Yep, so water was that low years ago, a bit like Artil has been near us. You could see floor down here, so you'd walk and you could see up gravel here. And it's the first for me seeing all this bit full of water, but I've seen some pictures somewhere on the internet. If I can find them, I'll put them on. But people walking over here with tackle and see a massive pike here, like 20 pound plus pike, just sat here. And this would be a nice stalking haven for them to go out into open water for fish.
I don't want to let the ducks go.
And this set of boards here, it's a lot narrower than what we've been walking on over that side at Res. So just be extra careful anyway when you're walking. If it weren't safe, it wouldn't be here. And hundreds of people walk over it every week. You know, I dare say probably thousands of people walk over it every week. So There's definitely no need for it to be dangerous, but it's good wood. Right, so we've just crossed over Indiana Jones Bridge, and then you've got like all this bit of water here, then you've got a bank behind, and now we're going to go this way. You've got up water here on the left, which you wouldn't fish behind even if you could, because if you hook a fish, it's going to be a nightmare. But all these pegs here, I don't know, good for a feeder angler, even a pole angler if you want to try going up pole up here. But if you're just coming up light fishing with a bit of stalking gear or something, go on a peg here, have a chair out at way somewhere and fish in this bit. These areas normally do quite well because they're not heavily fished areas, so fish know to come here to stay away from getting dragged out of the houses when they're having their dinner. And because it's a quiet area at lake, all these ducks are here. They're massive ducks, they are.
I know, ducks are my favourite animal.
I know. These are well-fed ducks, these are. Yeah, so I can't see any bottom down here, so there's going to be a lot of water underneath us at the minute. Like that peg there, look, it just looks terrible. But I mean, would you fish it anyway? So, I don't know. There might be somewhere saying you can't fish these, but I'd fish it, I'd go on it and fish it if you fall in. It's only water.
That's too good.
Yeah, stay in front of me so I know if you do go in I can see you. Liam. So a little plaque there with the name Liam written on it. Might be in memory of a chap who used to fish here a lot some time ago. But looking really nice. Peg 98 there.
So that means that we're about to go past 99 and then
Probably. Oh. So a bit of a bivvy area there. That's not a walkway over there. So peg... Oh, is that 87?
Yeah,
87. So peg 87, you've got this bit here. If you're ambitious enough, you could get 2 bivvies over there. There's a beer can there, but that could have come from anywhere. We are close it is to the road over there. That could be a bin lorry going past that's dropped some litter out and it's blown in, but you've got all this bit over there. It's a bit submerged, but water level is a bit up as well here today, so it's not massive, but nice area over there for a bivvy. Really, really nice. Right, I'm going to bend around this way now and then go up that way. And again, try and stay out of Angler's Way, but this here, so 88. So I'll peg 89 here and 90. I've got this big bit of platform behind them as well, so plenty of accommodation there for bivvies and what have you, and all these pegs are there ready for you to tie your stuff down if you need to. So peg 95. Again, walkway up here. Carries on all the way up there. You've got a nice big bit of water behind you here as well. Really, really odd to be walking on here because it's been a long time since I've been here. But I've never actually been this far up either, so it'd be nice to have a look.
97 is skip 96.
Oh God, skip 96 that. Yeah, so we'll go up here and have a look. You can tell these pegs, mate, don't get fished a lot, but it looks at it.
99.
Nice big bivvy area, so is that 99?
That's 99.
Peg 99 and 98. I've got another massive platform here for you to go a nice bivvy on. You can get a couple on there if you do
We're
well.
about to go to 100.
I know, just be careful on here. This is a good idea, putting them a bit Katie cornered so you can, I don't know, probably use less but cover more. There's a piece of actual timber going through the middle as well, so don't anyone you think that you're just walking on some bowed bits of wood, because you're not. It is actually a lot safer than what it looks.
100.
That's 101. That's 101. Not 100. So it's missing peg 100. So it just goes to 99, 101. So maybe there used to be a peg here. Who knows?
Who knows if it kept getting fished on and it fell into the water.
Probably could have, maybe. Nice house over there, big bit of garden. So obviously you won't go over there anyway. A couple of anglers here, so I'm just going to start and pass up past this way now, and we'll go and have a look up that way. A nice big bit of bivvy area here. So there's a couple of bivvies here. Don't want to get too close, but you've got access onto here. Nice big space there. Bit of a bush here. So again, this side of the lake, there's bits of litter in here, but again, it's nothing massive. There's a big bivvy area here where we've just looked. There's actually a few more bivvies there, so that's a really great spot to have your bivvies. Then looking over at lake this way, so there's boating club over there, and you've got Romanian Carp team there, a couple of anglers here that we spoke to, and then all these decking boards up here, right up until the last one up there where we were. And there's a nice big heron sat on that end one where we were earlier. And on these ones, you can't actually go any further. There's a barrier here stopping you, so we'll just read sign on this barrier.
No access beyond this point. Unsafe structure.
What does that mean?
So basically, all this is unsafe.
Right, that makes sense then. What's the other one say?
Please do not feed the birds. Feeding the birds brings unwanted pets to the area.
Pets? What are people's pets?
To the area. Thank you for understanding.
Oh, I think it says pests.
Oh.
So like rats and mice and homeless people. So they might just come and start eating up bread if you start feeding ducks and everything.
Nom 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 nom.
So you can't go any further than this point, but as you can see, the pegs do go up, and I think they do actually carry on a little bit just where it turns off up there. But we're not even going to attempt it. This is up for a reason. We're going to stay at this point.
If anyone comes here, just don't forget that's there.
They won't do.
Because they'll see.
So from this angle, a couple of new slats been put in there. Look, from this angle, you've got a lot of water to go at. Obviously you can't cast over that way because of that bush, but if you play it smart, you could come down here and you could cast up into that area from this peg, and then you could take your rod onto your pod that way. If you're brave, I don't know if you'd do that, but loads of water to go out up this end of the lake, and a nice view of Drayton all the way down. But yeah, you can't walk all the way around both sides. You can get a bit further up on this side, but it's prohibited because it's structure, it's not safe, as Holly's just said. So now what we're going to do, mate, is... Are you okay?
Yeah.
We're going to walk all the way back down towards Damwall and then conclude our visit. But what do you think so far? Do you think it looks nice?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not a lot of litter, is there?
No.
Angie, she's done a great job, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Oreos and 2 packets of crisps for breakfast. That's a proper carp angler's breakfast, that. That's why carp anglers are massive, mate. Because they just eat anything at any time of day, whenever they want. Just going to step onto peg 97. Looks quite solid. These stage stands, look, there's actually 4 on this one, and it's quite a similar story going all the way up and down this side. These stage stands, if you just put your buzz bar into there, look, and just clamp it shut like that, it just means you don't have to have a pod on here and everything, and it just lets you accommodate your tackle that a little bit more easy if you want to keep everything nice and low profile. And from this angle, this is sort of point now, so it bends around this way, and this is where I've fished before. Casting out, you've got a lot of open water there, and your arcs here, your sort of casting arcs and your axes, you've got a lot of water to go at from each peg. So if you get on this area, you've got so much water either side to cover. So definitely worth a try going up point, as what it's known as. Years ago we used to know it as the beach because water level were down for so long that we only ever used to see sand, and we used to actually get off the platforms down and we'd fish down there. So very great place to be up here. So from this end we've got peg 87 and 88 either side, just before we go back and over at bridge that way. You've got a nice big bit of water here facing down wall and that sort of main corner over there. So you've got a nice view as well of what everyone else is doing from here, so if anyone's catching fish and you can sort of gauge it where they're casting to, you've got a nice eyes on what everybody else is doing as well. I'll tell you what I have noticed a lot of around here, which I think is amazing: pest control. So the rat catchers is what a lot of people know them as, rat traps, like pest traps. They are everywhere, and they are ideal because you'll put poison in them and the rats will go in and eat it, and then some of them allow the rat to come back out after it's eaten it. And a lot of you might think, well, that's ridiculous, that's not going to work. Well, when a rat dies, it's quite common for a lot of other rats to eat that rat, and if it's got poison inside it, it'll kill the others as well. So, bit of brains for you there, mate, eh? So it's just nice to see it being kept on top on, and pest control, all these things that you don't see at a lot of fisheries. You know, if it's a problem and it's not going to cost an arm and a leg to keep on top of it, then, you know, do it. It's ideal. You know, it's a very small investment for places like Drayton, so if you can do it, do it. I think it's amazing. All these ducks, I know, I can't feed you. Angie's said we're not allowed. Angie's put signs up saying we're not allowed to feed you. So, we can't, I know, but we can't, we're not allowed. She said, I know, but we're not allowed. But we're not allowed to feed them. But, who knows, they might fly to another pond one day and we can feed them there.
Yeah.
Haha, Angie doesn't know that bit. Alright, walking back over Indiana Jones Bridge now. Lovely weather down here. I think it's just creeped up to 15 degrees here at Drayton today, so lovely weather. I don't think it's ideal for carp anglers in this depth of water, but it's really nice to be sat in. If we stand here, look, people can walk past. It's just about being courteous, isn't it? Another one here, look, so another pest control trap rent-a-kill as well. Splashing out for them. Obviously any venue, especially, I mean, it's natural anyway, besides it being a fishery, to have rats or mice or anything like that, so keeping on top of it is ideal. Anglers spending a couple of nights here, you'd be surprised at how easy a rat will chew an hole in the corner of a bivvy trying to get to your bait bag. So if you're not going to do it for anything else, at least do it for anglers as well, I guess. So
Like the mice.
peg 70, bit boggy, it's just where people have walked away a lot of this path and water's just sort of built up on it, but nothing major. Don't know why I'm saying that. You carp anglers are made of bloody steel walking through that. You'll do handstands through that stuff. But not a bad path, plenty of room on it for either side for people to walk past you. You know, keep into the side if you're going to get past with a barrow or whatever, so definitely loads of access. What is that? In fact, do me a favour, give me this. I reckon that is that chap over there getting in that van. Isn't this where they were?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I say we go and ask him.
Yeah.
And get him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Mobility scooter there. It's I don't know why it's there, but it's got a cover over it. I imagine it's broken and someone's been fishing, but that's a shame if somebody's lost that.
Find a way to talk.
Say, bud, that yours? Yeah, there we go. Owner found. Right, back to the car. Oh, hang on. That's it, get behind this one, there's a car coming. Stay there, stay there. This posh git here, look. Right, so, just to conclude this visit of Drayton Reservoir, in Daventry as well, if any of you are wondering. Straight off at M1, nice and easy to get here. It's took us an hour and 20 minutes to get here from Worksop, so not that bad at all. We've walked all the way up that side, which is that side, and then we've come back round of it down wall and walked all the way up this side as well. So really accessible, loads and loads of pegs, loads of places to get a bivvy as well, especially if you're coming up with a few pals and you want to get a couple of bivvies between you and get up some space taken up. Loads and loads of space to do that. Walking round place, loads of places for litter. It looks like a lot of anglers are taking it home anyway. There's no litter left in any of the pegs. Pegs are all sturdy, safe, not broken, really good condition. What we have noticed is there's loads of toilet access on site as well. Loads of signs up saying where you can and can't fish, which is exactly what you need. Loads and loads of parking as well, so the parking down here is ridiculous. There's so much going down that way, so much more that way, and I think you can actually park in the estate there as well. But really, really tidy. So anyway, it's Angie that runs the place. What kind of job has Angie done?
An excellent job, Angie. You've done a really, really good job.
Really, really good job, Angie. So me and Ollie have walked around, and we are from the That's On team. If there's anything that we're going to see or we're going to pick up, any rubbish, anything like that, we are definitely going to point it out. And here at Drayton Reservoir, it's tidy. Tidy place. Definitely worth the money as well. It don't cost no arm and a leg to come fishing here. And as you've seen, we've seen loads of fish topping over there, and loads of anglers have been catching as well. So, right, on to the next one. So, from me and Holly, we will see you
On the next one.
on the next one.
And you get booked on by, what do? You text the office 07889 532563. All right, thank you everybody. Thank you for your time.